Hey everybody, Paul Heumiller here at Dream Guitars with another Around the World of Tunings lesson. These are short lessons where I'm showing you how to get from standard tuning to one of the open or altered tunings, and then a couple of chords, like a 1, 4, and 5 chord, and maybe the 6th chord. Just enough to be able to play most common songs and get your feet wet and explore the tunings. And then if you like a particular tuning or 2 or 3, you can do a deeper dive later. And we'll have some more lessons later as well. So for today, we're just going to do a quick short lesson on D major tuning. So it's also called open D or D major or sometimes Vestipole tuning. So let's dive right in. So the first thing we have to do is take both of our outside E strings down to D. I can do that by referencing the 4th string. Of course, use a tuner, whichever is good for you, but I really like to get used to using your ears. I've got a couple of D's on the outside now. There's only 2 other changes to make. The 3rd string needs to go down to F sharp. So instead of using the 5th fret as a reference, you can use the 4th. So there you go. You've got F sharp. So now you got D, D, and F sharp. So you're starting to hear the D chord. And then I take the 2nd string, which is normally B, down to A. And there you can reference the 5th string if you want. And again, listen for those vibrations. So if I'm flat, you hear all that, and I can just go till that starts to even out, slow down, and then disappear. And now I have this. An open D chord with no hands. So D, A, D, F sharp, A, and D again. So it's an open D major chord. All the same notes as if you were playing a D chord in standard tuning. Okay? Now a couple of chords here. Let's dive right in. Okay, so the 1 chord, or the 1st chord in the key, is D, and you don't have to do anything, just hit every string. That's a D major chord. Now for the 2nd chord, there's which is, I'm going to give you the 4th chord, the 1, 4, 5 of the scale. So it's the 1st chord, the 4th chord, and the 5th chord in the key. You can do it a lot of different ways, but what I'm going to show you today is to come up to the 5th fret and play the bass string, and then also play the 3rd string. And you get this really pretty version of a 4 chord, which would be G here, but I prefer to use the numbers. That way when you're in a different tuning, the numbers still work. You don't have to change your point of reference. And now to get to the 5 chord, you simply bring that up 2 frets to the 7th. And you're getting some of these extra colors. Remember, one of the things I love about all these tunings is you get a lot of ninths and suspensions in different colors without doing anything other than letting the open strings do their thing. So it's not exactly a 4 chord or a 5 chord. They have some different notes in there, but that's one of the special things about it. And I encourage you to just go with that. Don't be so rigid about it. Just let the colors come through in all of these tunings and let them inspire you to do something. So again, we got 1, then 4, just playing the bass string and the 3rd string, and then same on the 7th fret, and 1 again. Okay? Now for the 6th chord, it's similar to some of the other tunings because of the intervals on the bass string. So I just play the 2nd fret of the 5th string, and then I can play the 4th fret of the 4th string. And you get this interesting version of a 6. Okay? So I've got 1, 4, 5, 6, and back to 1. So you can just have some fun and mess around and explore open D major tuning.